Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Thanks for coming on by and checking out this update video on my Google Pixel Fold. Bam! Sporting the Guardian case from Poetic. A lot of protection on the back, a lot of protection on the front. And I got to tell you, man, I am loving my experience. It's my first ever foldable. And I got to tell you, I love that display. And the cover display, I don't know if that's actually called a cover display. I'm calling it that, but it is your normal front display. But because I'm so used to calling the display on the flip phone a cover display, I'm calling that a cover display. 5.8-inch OLED display, and it is beautiful, vivid, sharp when watching movies and videos, as is the inner display when it becomes a tablet. 120 hertz refresh rate, and it is smooth. Now, what is concrete in my time having this smartphone is the performance, the functionality, no hiccups at all, nothing to report to you. Now, are there annoyances? Yes, but they're not deal breakers. Okay, one of my biggest annoyances when using my Google Pixel Fold when it's in tablet form is that I get a lot of fingerprints on this display, and dust, lint flying around in the air easily lands on this huge display. And so you got to carry something like this or something maybe a little smaller. Got my Soapy Guard microcloth here. But yeah, you know, if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother you. But for me, it can bother me. So I'm constantly wiping down the inner display. The outside display gets a little bit of a wipe down here and there, but not as much as the inside display. Okay. So that's an annoyance, but not a deal breaker. The camera area too, you got to make sure you wipe that area down. At first I was a little bit confused about the orientation. And after doing some homework, I figured out that honestly, it's not a big deal with some of the third-party apps that doesn't completely fill the whole display of your Google Pixel Fold. So if I go into Twitter, you're going to see two bars on each side that isn't filled with Twitter. Now you can double tap on one side, double tap on the other side and bring it over or back to the center, or, you know, so you just play around with that. But what I didn't realize, and this is not a big deal, but if you just turn it this way or this way, now Twitter fills the whole inner display. Now, some of you, you're thinking, why do I need to turn my device right or left to get it to orientate to now having a third-party app that starts off in the center to get it to fill the whole display? That's just the way it is, man. And maybe through a software update that can get fixed. I don't know. Now, at first that was a little of annoyance, and then after doing my homework and figured all that out, it's not a big deal, man. It really isn't. The other thing is, what you get with most foldable devices, and on your Z Fold, a lot of you get this, is that you can have two different layouts with your Z Fold, and again, some other smartphones out there from other companies. With the Google Pixel Fold, you can't do that. Now, can that be fixed with the software update? Sure. Whether Google does that or not, I don't know. I do have a video testing. It's about, a 10, 11 minute video testing on whether my Google Pixel Fold overheats when shooting 4K video on a hot day in my car, heat coming through the glass windshield onto my Fold while shooting 4K video, 60 frames per second. And my Fold got a little warm, but that's about it. That's about it. As far as battery life, I have some screenshots that I'm going to share with you. You can look at those screenshots. It looks like battery life is going to be sufficient for me because we can say this together. What I do is going to be different than what you do. I am not a gamer, and I know that gaming can take up a lot of battery, drain that juice. For me, the most intense area that I do on my smartphones is create content. I create all my content on all my smartphones. The Google Pixel Fold has to go through that same process. And I love it because when I go into Power Director, let me bring that up here. It takes up the whole display. And it's easy to just create content. Now, it's easy with my other smartphones, but this, I'm digging this. But while I'm doing this, well, actually, when I get to the point where I'm getting ready to process the video that I'm creating, then I do other things on my Fold, like all my other smartphones. So I could go back to watching a movie while the video's processing in the background, and I'm not getting any hiccups. Everything's working fine. The device isn't getting hot, and all of that is a thumbs up. For me, this is a keeper, man. I am just digging it. And you know this little hinge protection back here, before I forget. You know what I like about that is that I can hold that area with my fingers like that, and it makes it so much easier to hold my Google Pixel Fold when it's in tablet form. That is super cool. So anyway, did I mention with battery life I was going to throw up some screenshots? I'm pretty sure I did. Those screenshots, those days, I made it through the whole day and then charged at night. I didn't have to charge during the day at all. There were some days that I was doing a battery life test, and this happens all the time to me. I'm at work, I get off, because it's a habit, I plug it in, I start driving, then I go, oh man, I forgot I was doing a battery life test. Well, at that point, you just leave it plugged in. Okay, so that's happened a few times. So I got some screenshots. I'm getting through my day, and the spread time from the time that I get up till I go to bed, it doesn't really give you that perfectly. So I didn't use those screenshots. Like one of the days I got up at 1:30 in the morning, but the graph actually shows only 2. It doesn't show 1:30. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why I didn't use the graph screenshot. So, yeah, so we'll see how everything goes as far as that. Speakers are great and loud. Let's see. The cameras. I just threw up a mini pic slideshow. I think the first 4 pictures are without night sight and with night sight. The darker the area without night sight, you can definitely tell the difference than when you have night sight. Wow. And then there's some few pics there, just night shot pics that are just good looking pics, whether I'm taking them from the rear or the front. Everything looking to be just great quality, and what you get from Google when it comes to picture quality, video quality, to me right now is thumbs up, and the stability is thumbs up. This device right now is just killing it in so many areas that, wow. Yeah. Wow. I don't know what else to say, but wow. Any questions? I think I covered everything. I will throw up some pic samples again. I got a few day pic samples that I can mix in with the night samples. Hopefully you enjoyed the pics. And again, any questions, ask down below. And for those of you that just came on by to check out the content, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss content like this. If you dig it, then leave a thumbs up. Yeah, more on the Google Pixel Fold coming your way. Stay tuned. God bless you all. Peace.